Welcome to Small Arms Solutions. Today we're looking at a nice rifle, one of my favorite rifles that I have in my collection. VLTOR has been probably at the top of the food chain for many years on the most advanced AR components. They've also had many military contracts for their innovative products, and they make a lot of components, and more recently they have their own rifles. Well, this rifle here was put together prior to them putting out their complete rifles. With the exception of the bolt carrier group and the barrel itself, pretty much everything on here is all VLTOR. We're going to go through all of the components, component by component. But I have to say that some of the most innovative products that are out there, they are VLTOR. And I'll say that the stock assembly that you see on here, their mod stock and their receiver extension, pretty much every build that I do has that on them. It's just standard components. I'm very fond of it. I like the fact that you have numbers on top of the receiver extension, let you know what position that you're at. I do occasionally wear body armor, and I know what position I have to have for wearing body armor and when I do for when I don't. I do like that. The mod stock is one of the most durable stocks in the industry. They have a lot of OEM contractors who use them, including Colt. In fact, this mod stock was used on Colt's I believe their individual carbine as well as their SCAR program, and Colt put them through a pretty good set of tests to prove their durability. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go through this rifle from butt to muzzle, and we're going to talk about the individual VLTOR components. The lower receiver itself was bought as a complete lower. It's the model VRA5. A5 means it uses their A5 buffer system. As you can see, what A5 means is you have a longer receiver extension and a longer buffer. This was originally designed to convert M16A2s, M16A4 rifles into having a telescopic stock. So this was designed to be a more balanced system that's going to work better for as far as reliability and durability on those rifles. And when you put it into a carbine, it's an enhancement as well. It came like that. It did not come with, however, a buttstock assembly. So I chose again the VLTOR mod stock. We have a removable rubber butt pad here. We have two compartments here for battery storage. And again, we have the, this is actually a 7 position. They're normally 6 position. As you can see, you have the numbers on the top there. It tells you which one. You look right to the witness holder and it tells you what position you're on. Now, the receiver extension itself is one that comes specifically on this model. You can actually have 3 different QD attachment sockets, one on each side and one towards the rear, which is nice. As you can see, I have a Magpul stock attached to the socket on the left. Basically, you just plug it right in. Now, as the rifle came, lower receiver came, it did not have a trigger mechanism or pistol grip. So, pistol grip that I chose, again, this is another standard on every build that I have, is the Magpul Myod pistol grip. And again, I think it's the nicest one in the industry. Again, I have size Sasquatch hands, so using the medium back strap on there fits me perfectly. The selector that was put in this was the Battle Arms Development Badass or Ambidextrous safety system. You have the small lever on the right side and the large lever on the left side. It did come with a standard bolt catch. The magazine release is also unique to VLTOR. It's a proprietary magazine release that this receiver is specifically made for. As you can see, it's oversized. It makes, if you have a gloved hand or whatever, it makes it much easier to be able to use. So that's definitely a plus. It's got a good texture on there too. The trigger that was chosen was a Geisley 2-stage trigger. Very good trigger. I have several Geisley triggers in various rifles. This one is very good. This rifle here is set up as more as a DMR type rifle or a short range precision rifle. The rest of it is about the same. It's a typical mil-spec type 7075 T6 aircraft grade aluminum lower receiver, anodized hard coat, flat black. It matches their upper receivers. The upper receiver is based on the VIS KM or VIS Key mod. This particular upper receiver is actually two pieces that are braced together. It may appear to be one piece, but it is actually two pieces. It utilizes key mod, rail attachments. Basically, what I have on here are the long 6-inch sections, and I have the Mansa grip panels on them, because again, barrels, these things get hot when you use them, and these, I think, are the best things to protect your hands from them. The charging handle itself is the VLTOR Gunfighter Ambidextrous. The way these are designed, they're very easy to grasp, either right or left side. This is actually something that's made for BCM, Bravo Company, that they sell through them, but this is a designed and manufactured by VLTOR. Looking towards the front, this sight here is the VST, which is VLTOR as well. And what's nice about it is two things. One, you have dual left and right QD attachment points for a sling swivel, and the front sight actually folds in place. Obviously totally low profile. Adjustable. This is basically an AK type front sight post. You'd use an AK front sight adjustment tool. This normally comes in a clamp in. We actually use the two clamping screws. This particular one is one that's drilled and pinned. This barrel is a Centurion Arms hammer forged barrel. I had sent the barrel over to Monty LeClaire over at Centurion Arms, where he drilled and pinned the front sight base in place for me. Again, this is something that I found over the years that I prefer to have the front sight bases pinned in place. I've seen too many times the bolt-ons and the migrate their way forward under rapid fire and actually can shut the gas off and cause short stroking. The flash suppressor is the VC. It's actually a flash suppressor. Works very, very well, very efficient. Looking at the rear of the receiver itself, this is sort of a trademark of VLTOR, having this one-piece removable section back here. This particular one has a forward assist as well as the fire cartridge case deflector. The bolt carrier I use on this one is actually manufactured by POF, Patriot Ordnance Factory. A little bit dirty here, I just used it. The reason why I chose this one is if you notice the where the carrier key is, it actually screws into the bolt carrier. This is all a one-piece carrier, and basically you take a stainless steel carrier key, you screw it into the bolt carrier, and you index it and you pin it in place. Well, what that does is it completely eliminates any possibility of having a gas leak here. On the bolt carrier is one of the two places on the rifle where you can actually lose gas pressure, and normally it's from when the carrier key screws become loose or they actually snap. This eliminates that from actually happening. And if we look over to the side here, also using the POF's roller cam, which lowers the drag, and it causes less damage or less wear on the upper receiver, which is another really nice feature on it. It has the nickel MP3 coating on it. This is an excellent bolt carrier group. It's certainly one of my favorites, so that's why I chose to put it in here. As I said before, I feel that VLTOR makes some of the highest quality and most advanced components in the industry. Again, this rifle here, with the exception of just a couple components, is all VLTOR. Now you can actually buy complete VLTOR rifles, and the difference between this and when you buy from VLTOR is I believe they use Noveske barrels. This is a Centurion Arms hammer forged barrel. And I'm not sure, I think they use a standard bolt carrier group, but I think pretty much the rest of it is going to be right on with what they use. Very impressed with it. I do like the A5 gas system, or the A5 recoil system. It gives you a little bit softer recoil as well. But if you're looking to do a customized rifle, this is definitely a company to look at for all your different needs. They make everything, for upper receivers. They make ones that drop onto to the standard upper receiver. They have several OEM contracts. They actually manufacture a grade launcher for the U.S. government. But check out VLTOR's website and take a look at what they have to offer. We're going to take this to the range and we're going to see how it does. This rifle is primarily parts manufactured by VLTOR, really with the exception of the pistol grip, trigger mechanism, and the barrel itself. Every component on here is VLTOR. This is a very, very sweet shooting rifle. The barrel itself is actually manufactured by Centurion Arms. It's a hammer forged barrel. And the scope is US Optics. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please click like and subscribe.